It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not an easy stretch of basketball lately for the Cavaliers. The goal tonight is clear, figuring out a way to solidify some momentum. Coming into this game, they've struggled, just 2-8.
Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. We're happy to have you with us for Game Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than the winless homestand they just concluded.
Well, I think, and guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And that's a foul called on money. That is his first foul of the game. To the paint. Here's Sexton. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position, if you're a point guard, a two guard, or even a three-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff, the better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
Thompson for three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you know that Thompson's feeling it when he's pulling up immediately after catching the pass.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers head coach and I got a chance to talk. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations, shoot the jumper with confidence. We feel that's the key, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks for the kind of tough D they're facing today. He's hoping they can get off to a quick start.
And it's essential. When you're facing a strong defensive team, the last thing you can afford to do is fall behind early.
Agreed, Greg, because you're not going to mount a comeback against these guys. A strong first half is absolutely essential if they're going to win this thing.
Shot from the inbound. Harkless gets a hand on it, and he recovers it. The Magic have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's money. They get it again. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Here's the break. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, I love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Pass to Sabonis. Dish now to Sexton. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Kicks it to Cook. Pass to Money. Goes up on the top of the key. And again, it's Orlando converted.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why we've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run. A great timeout that hopefully gives this team some energy.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Here's Reeves. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And he jams it with authority.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Here's Sexton. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low or simply bullying the other team right now.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And so he's able to get one of two. Also often when a player changes teams, Doris, we see a lot of emotions from him, his teammates, from the fans, and coaches. Is it even reasonable to expect loyalty in sports nowadays?
You know, I think times have changed, Kevin. We're no longer living in an era where a player sticks with an organization throughout the course of his tenure, or at least that is the outlier nowadays. The reality is teams always make decisions with their long-term best interests at heart. And so when a player has earned the right to embrace his free agency, there's a reason it's termed free agency.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against him right there.
There's no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Carter outside. Now the pass to Westfall. To the middle. Here's Garrison. Makes it off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Money. He had 40 points in the win against Charlotte.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? He was just a big headache the entire game. And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Got a piece of it. And now Orlando on the plate.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Pass to Westfall. There's the triple. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Cook.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here. Here's Westfall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Inside, Garrison. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
Here's Money. He's got 11. Here's Boucher. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Trying to get open is Thompson. He's hit again, and again it's Orlando converted.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Cavaliers shooting 31% here early on, not getting the shots they'd like. Passes it to Embiid. And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
Cavaliers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
We know whichever team makes the best adjustments on the fly will have the best chance of all.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Money's gone 6 of 7 so far. Boy, he's making it look easy here. Carter outside. Here's Westfall. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Down low. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Where Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Thompson's got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Westfall passes to Carter. Cleveland moving it around. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. Here's Westfall. Well, shot missing. And Orlando the other way.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Money passes to Boucher. And no good that time.
And really, they have the play all set up there, and it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early.
Here's Money. Up and in on the low. Money's got 15 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Nevsky, and he's on the money with his first shot today.
Boy, too much of a cushion given to him on that jump shot. That's a big-time no-no.
Here's Money. He's got 15. Good work defensively by Carter.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
And the pass to Westfall. That 3 off the mark.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Pass it to Money. Thompson against Embiid. Second chance shot. And Embiid with the block. Here's Westfall. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the paint. And here's the break. Here's Money. Pass to Boucher. Here's Money. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Ooh, with a play of this kind, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Tipped away. Harkless with the steal. Ball going up court. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got his first points of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seemed to be going. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Sexton kicks to Young. To the paint. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Magic. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Outside Lowry. Harkless with the steal. Here's Money. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Gets the ball up the court immediately, and that pass to find the man cut into the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
2 on none, no one back to stop this. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Boucher's got his second basket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come.
Well, it just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
And so it's Orlando. Going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes they can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
We've got Money. Thompson is out there with Cook. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Boucher in at the power forward. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Feeds to Cook. And yes, it's good. Cook's got 13 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
You can see how long Thompson's arms are when he goes up to finish that alley-oop.
The Cavaliers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Mercer, defended by Harkless. Here's Mercer. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
He gets it in there. And it's 6 points for Harkless.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Another steal. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
Harkless has gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Mercer. Here's Lyles, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
To the inside, here's Cook. Reeves with the rebound.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game. To the middle, here's Sexton, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around.
Here's Money. That shot, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
The mind was willing, the body was not. This is why conditioning is such a big part of the game.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And Cleveland making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Now here's Sexton. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Lyles. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. They get the rebound. Boucher passes to Harkless. Here's Money, covered by Lyons. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Sexton. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Money. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
Sexton with it. Knocks it loose. Lyles passes to Sexton. He scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10. Taking a climb out of the hole.
Beautiful move there by Sexton. Read the defender and has the body control to adjust.
Money doesn't go that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Right side Lowry. Pass to Reeves. Now here's Sexton. He started closer. And the pass to Lyles, stolen by Thompson. Money passes to Boucher. Hammers the alley through.
He pulls off the Houdini to bait that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. The shot by Sexton, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Ball's knocked loose. There's Boucher. Here's Money. 25 points in the game. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Now Sexton. Inside. The shot comes out. Good D by Thompson. Here's Money. And then jammed down. It goes right over Colin Sexton.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Well, the Cavaliers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Minnesota, they've achieved some upward momentum. climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And looking at Orlando, they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
Nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how you took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
The Magic shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Well, court vision, Doris, one of those intangible skills. When you played, and when it comes to seeing the floor, I'm sure you have people that impress you with the way they see what's going on.
Kevin, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have witnessed one of the seminal players of his generation and arguably the greatest passer in the history of the NBA, and that's LeBron James. I mean, this guy's ability to make any pass, to put a 50-foot pass on a rope from one side of the floor, maybe from the hash mark to the opposite corner, and put it in the shooting pocket of different players is mind-boggling. At the center spot, you've got the young and talented and pass-first center of Nikola Jokic. And then, of course, the man who, to me, for a 10-year stretch, was the best pure point guard in the NBA, and that's Chris Paul. And listen, historically, some of the guys I loved watching, Steve Nash, John Stockton, I loved Mo Cheeks. Listen, I'm very partial to men who want to distribute the basketball and who take special relish in watching guys score baskets off their work.
No good on the second free throw. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Cavaliers. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. Number 1, the Magic.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Money. 30 points in the game. The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Here's Westphal. To the middle. Misses the layup.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Cook kicks to Harkless. Thompson dishes to Cook. Harkless the pass to Money. Cavaliers making a switch here. And here is Harkless. 17 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Boucher passes to Cook. Count the basket. Cook's got 4 points this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Back to Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. To the inside. Boucher picks to Cook. Here's Money. The 3-pointers right on target. Money's got 33 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Westphal passes to Lowry. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That is his first foul of the game. Off the inbound pass.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him. And now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Launches it. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Ticked away. Money passes to Boucher. To the wing on the left. Passes it to Money. From the baseline. That shot misses. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Westphal. Here's Nevsky. Buries it from three-point range. He has 5.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for the game with the Mavericks, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Here's Westphal. Poke loose. And now Orlando on the break.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Well, typically speaking, transition points are high percentage looks. Get out and go, that's their philosophy.
He kicks to Embiid. All by himself. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Magic have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. And he knocks down the first one. Carter, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Here's Money, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Westphal passes to Mercer. Young taking his time here. Kicks it to Embiid. Over Thompson. Tried to bank it in, but he missed.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Good.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
They get a hand on it. He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Pass to Young, and it's denied. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clubs.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Well, the Cavaliers shooting 41% from the field here in the second. Pass to Mercer. And another fast break opportunity here for the Magic. Here we go.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now here is Carter. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Carter hits them both. 6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Orlando with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk the first half. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what do you think?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else. Their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially at the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seem to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Sabonis, and it's Reeves in at the 2. And the pass to Sabonis to the paint. The shot by Sexton, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Money. Got it. Good job in the low post. Money's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Sabonis, the pass to Sexton. And he gets it to go.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
To the middle, here's Thompson. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Sexton with it. He's got 8. Here's Harrison, and again it's Cleveland. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. To the middle, there's Boucher, and another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Reeves. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
Well, he just works so diligently inside, and the numbers back that up.
The 11-footer goes back up. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. Here's Thompson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Sexton kicks to Sabonis. To the paint. Here's Reeves. Off with the layup.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Here's Money, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Is on Colin Sexton. The Magic have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. The first one falls. That one is no good. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sexton the pass to Sabonis. And another miss by Cleveland.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Passes it to Money. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Sabonis. Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 7.
And that's an area that Sexton must keep working on. The more he passes, the better this team looks.
Harkless with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Down low, here's Nevsky, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Money. It's deflected.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Inside, here's Lowry. Here's Garrison. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And that one drops. Money's got 49 points in the game.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Poke loose, stolen by Thompson. Here's Money, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Is on Colin Sexton.